Hey everyone, get ready for a story that is sure to catch your attention right from the start. Today, we are diving into a discussion that has sparked a lot of buzz. Online Melanians' bikini pictures that some say are even inappropriate for adults. I promise you won't want to miss a single detail, so make sure you stick around until the very end. Because every part of this story holds surprises that will keep you hooked. From her early days as a model to the way these images have stirred up heated debates, we are going to break it all down in a way that is clear, direct, and engaging. For many, Melania has always been a figure of fascination. Known for her style and grace, she has graced magazine covers and red carpets over the years. But her past as a model sometimes shows a side of her that contrasts sharply with the official image we see today. The bikini pictures in question are not your everyday snapshots. They are images that some viewers say push the limits of what is seen as proper, even for mature adults. These pictures have ignited fierce discussions and opened up conversations about art, personal freedom, and the evolving ideas of decency. As you watch this video, be ready to see how one set of photos can lead to a big debate about what is acceptable and what is not. In these images, Melania appears with a boldness that may seem shocking to many. The pictures reveal a level of detail and style that some argue goes far beyond the traditional expectations for someone of her stature today. The photos show her posing confidently in a bikini that highlights her features in a way that many say leaves little to the imagination. It is this very confidence that has divided opinions among her fans and critics alike. On one hand, there are those who believe that these images are a proud celebration of a lifetime of beauty and self-assurance. On the other hand, there are voices that claim the images are too daring and cross a line that most adults would not expect from someone in her position. Stay with me as we explore the many layers of this topic because there is much more than meets the eye. It is important to understand that the discussion around these bikini pictures is not simply about a few snapshots. It is about the larger ideas of freedom of expression and the changing standards of what society deems appropriate. When Melania first emerged as a model, she was part of a world where bold poses and striking images were common. However, as time has passed, the expectations around public figures, especially those who have moved into different roles, have evolved. These pictures show a mix of nostalgia for her early career and a daring statement that defies those expectations. The strong reaction from the public shows that we are still trying to figure out where the line lies between self-expression and what might be seen as too much. I encourage you to watch until the end because we will look at what these images mean for our ideas of beauty and decency today. The social media reaction to Melania's bikini pictures has been nothing short of explosive. Comments, likes, and shares have flooded various platforms with opinions ranging from praise to sharp criticism. Many believe these images are a reminder that beauty has many forms and that a woman can express her confidence at any age. Argue that her photos should be celebrated as a sign of her strength and independence. Others feel that the images are too provocative, suggesting that they might not be suitable even for adult audiences who expect a more reserved display from public figures. This split in opinion has fueled ongoing debates and discussions, turning the simple act of sharing photos into a much larger conversation about societal values and personal expression. One of the key points in these discussions is the idea of what is considered appropriate for someone who has long been seen as a symbol of elegance and refined taste. Some people view these bikini pictures as a bold departure from the understated image that many are used to, while others see them as a natural part of her past that has now come to light. It is a conversation that touches on many topics, including the right to own one's image, the freedom to make personal choices without judgment, and the sometimes unreasonable standards that are placed on public figures. The images themselves have become a catalyst for looking at how much we have changed in our perceptions of decency and what we truly expect from those who are always in the spotlight. As you think about these points, consider how our opinions are often shaped by years of tradition and expectation. When a woman like Melania, who has long been in the public eye, shows a side of herself that some call indecent, it forces us to ask, is it really the person who is indecent? Or is it the idea of what we expect from a person in her role? Bikini pictures invite us to consider that perhaps the traditional standards we hold are outdated. They challenge us to rethink whether our notions of decency should be set in stone or if they should evolve with time. As you stay with me until the end of this video, I want you to consider your own views and be open to a deeper look at what this image of freedom really means for us all. Another aspect that makes this topic so intriguing is the role of art in pushing boundaries. Throughout history, art has always had the power to shock, to question, and to inspire change. In many ways, these bikini pictures can be seen as a form of artistic expression, one that captures the complexity of beauty, age, and self-assurance. While some might argue that the images are too risky, others see them as art that breaks free from the conventional boxes we put people in. It is this tension between tradition and rebellion that makes the discussion so rich. Watching the evolution of public opinion on these photos is like watching art come to life, challenging each of us to decide where our own limits lie when it comes to accepting bold expression. It is also worth noting that the conversation around these photos is set against the backdrop of a society that is continually changing. In today's world, many voices are clamoring for the freedom to present themselves exactly as they wish, without the heavy burden. What we have discussed goes beyond a single moment in time and taps into the very essence of how we view beauty and decency in our fast-changing world. As we close out this deep dive, think about the impact that art and bold self-expression have on all of us. The controversy around these pictures is a sign of how deeply our cultures are intertwined with ideas of tradition and modernity. It is a reminder that what may seem inappropriate to some can be a powerful form of expression to others. I urge you to reflect on your own beliefs and to consider the possibility that sometimes pushing boundaries is a necessary step in the journey of growth. By looking at these images and the resulting discussions, we gain a better understanding of ourselves and the world we live in. Thank you for watching and for taking this journey into the heart of a debate that is as exciting as it is complicated. Your willingness to look at these topics with an open mind is what makes these discussions valuable and truly interesting. Remember to stay with each video until the very end, because there is always another layer of meaning waiting to be discovered. Let this conversation remind you that beauty, freedom, and self-expression are personal, powerful, and ever-changing forces in our lives. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope the thoughts and ideas shared here spark even more interest and discussion in your own corners of the world.